Hey guys, it's me again as opposed to someone else uploading on my channel randomly. And I've got an RU battle with here today, something English. Yes, it was against Cloudsliberation. Link will be in the description if I can find it. Anyway, so here I go out to my Uxie. My Uxie goes for the Stealth Rock, he goes for the Toxic. I'm like, ow. Then I go for the Reflect and he's like, pow. And his Heavy Slam ends up doing nothing now, which is all fine and dandy. So thinking he's going to go for another Heavy Slam, and because I have the Reflect up, I go into my Moltres, my hot cheek, and I pressure stall that Heavy Slam. No, I take the Heavy Slam like a boss, and he uses his leftovers to heal up my U-turn, which is good to know. So I go for my Substitute, expecting the Toxic, then I go for Fire Blast to take him down to Sturdy. And like, yeah, that's pretty good because this is my Life Orb, like modest, full special attack Moltres, so it takes out anything with a Fire Blast that doesn't resist it. And it's super effective, well, watch out. So his Body Slam doesn't break my sub because of the Reflect. I'm like, awesome, so I can just roost, expecting him to Body Slam again, since, you know, why would he swap? That gives me a free roost, a sub up, and, you know, he'd be pawned. So I go for another Substitute here. He just goes for a Body Slam, doesn't break my sub because the Reflect's still up. And now I could just keep on going like this, and I hit the Fire Blast, which is excellent, so I take that thing out, and I'm still behind a sub, which is awesome. So then he sends out Credillia, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to miss with the Fire Blast because they've been good so far, so I go for an Air Slash, seeing how much it does. Flinches, does about just under half, so I'm thinking Fire Blast would kill from this range, so I'm pretty sure this crit didn't matter. But now it's just like a straightforward game of him trying to like wear down my Moltres. So he goes into this Swalot, whoever goes into the Swalot, Cloudsliberation, and goes for the Encore. Probably thinking I was going to go for the Roost, or to Encore him into Fire Blast or something stupid, but I just wanted to Roost up, and swapping out's no problem. So I got into my kind of special wall Roselia, which I make a mistake with later in the game, which could have kept it alive, but here I should have gone for the Sleep Powder instead of thinking Toxic Spikes to force him to swap back in. I forgot the Medicham, and here I make a second mistake where I don't swap out into my Uxie because it resists its stab moves, and you know, I can set up a Reflect after that. So he swaps out after I do send in Uxie, and then he sends out this to Encore me. And here I was like, okay, I don't think it's a max speed Swalot, so I'll outspeed it by a bit. But no, it outspeeds me by 3 and goes for the Encore, and I'm like, kill me now. I knew I could have just swapped out straight into Moltres, had a free switch, set up a Substitute, and been fine and dandy. But instead I go into Sloth to take the Toxic because Moltres and Blastoise don't want it. And my Sloth's like, ow! So he goes for the Sludge Wave and it takes it like a beast, like, whoa! And then I go for the Earthquake just to see how much it does. I don't have much attack investment, but he probably doesn't have much special attack investment if he's so fast. It's probably like health and speed. So I go for that, and then he knows I'm going to go for a second Earthquake, not wanting to risk him staying in on the return, because it would do nothing. And he takes that fairly well, because he's levitating. So I go into Shelly to take the Shadow Ball. I was wondering if I should go into Banette to take the Rapid Spin, or Uxie to take the Psychic Attack, but I just ended up going for the safe option of the Blastoise, so I could just threaten him out with the Scald or the Ice Beam, and I do go for the Scald on the switch, get the Fortunate Burn, and I'm still behind the Reflect anyway, so this Medicham does nothing. It does like a pinch of damage, and I go for the Ice Beam in case I wanted to switch. I don't know what into, just went for Ice Beam. Doesn't really matter because it's still going to die from the Protect. So he dies from the Protect, stalling. I get back to full, which is awesome, and the sweeper of the enemy team is gone. So now he's got the Swalot coming in, and the Swalot's like, Encore, and I'm like, curse this thing! Curse it to hell. So I swap out from Shelly, and I go into my Trixie, and Trixie's like, you hit me with the Sludge Wave, ow, and then I die from the crit and the poison and him being faster, but I don't think it really would have mattered too much. I just went into it as death/toxic fodder. So that dies, and now I can go into my Moltres. It's doing work this battle, definitely MVP. And she goes for the Fire Blast. And then it's like, Pachunga, dead. And then Impotent comes out, and I'm like, well, let's check how much damage it does. I'll go for the Substitute. Then it goes for the Psy Shock. It does enough to break myself, so I'm just going to go for an Air Slash, not wanting to miss the Fire Blast and have no damage on this thing, because it is fairly bulky, but I think it's a physically defensive one actually. Or maybe it's mixed. And then I go for a Fire Blast, as I did on the Credilli, and 1-2 combo works again. And then goes into his last Pokemon, the Gligar, and I'm like, maybe he thinks I'm going to Roost, so I'm just going to Fire Blast. I miss, goes to the Earthquake, and then I realise after the second Fire Blast that that's the only attack that it has left. So it was a really good game. I was lucky to win it. I think Moltres did like 5 of the 6 kills, but anyway, good game. Thanks. Peace out, everyone. Bye.